One of the most talked about subject on the internet relating to investment is value investing. IT industry. Is it a value investment today or is it a value trap? This is a question on everybody's minds. Let's try to figure it out over the next few minutes. Friends, when the market goes through a pessimistic phase about a particular industry, we call it a value opportunity. Then the question to answer is, IT industry is going through a pessimistic phase temporarily, or is there a permanent change in industry's fundamentals? If you have an answer to this question, that is, if you fall in the first category, then it's a value investment. But the answer is that it's a permanent decimation of value because of change in fundamentals, then it's a value trap. Can we examine this in more detail? Every industry goes through a phase of hypergrowth in the initial times. IT industry went through that phase post Y2K when it grew by an astounding 25%. Post 2008, the industry slowed down and got into a phase of growth when the growth scaled down to about 15%. As the growth continued, we saw the phase of COVID. Post 2017, the growth stagnated, right? It got to less than 10% into single digits. But there is a blip in this period when there is a return to growth post COVID. Do you remember that? For a period between 2020 and 2022, and the industry grew by literally by about 25% post-COVID, right? But once again, the industrial cycle changed from period of stagnation to period of dip. The industry's volumes have been falling, and that's the reason why the stocks have also been crashing. Well, for the first time since COVID, Infosys is going to come to a price of less than 1,000 rupees. This is a shocking affair. This is a consternation, and that's the times that we are in today. Now, given this context, the dip that has happened in IT sector is real, but should it be treated as value opportunity? Within IT industry, there are two segments. One is the product segment, the other is a service segment. When it comes to product, there is always a risk of technology obsolescence. The product can actually be, the wind out of the sail can be taken out of the product on account of innovation by much larger players. Let's say a player like Alphabet or Microsoft can bring about a completely different set of outcomes and products into the market, taking out the smaller players. This is the biggest danger for product companies. But when it comes to services, it is generally believed that services can always sustain because they are here to provide integration solutions. They're not going to sell products, right? There will always be need for services. When would there not be need for services, right? That's a belief system with which we've all been running. If you take that pathway, well, for sure, IT services is here to exist for the next 10 to 15 years. But here comes a catch, my friends. Listen to this carefully. Recently, I was speaking at a conference where people asked me to speak about the opportunity in SaaS, that is software as a service. I started the statement that SaaS is no more software as a service, but has actually become service as a software. The context has changed completely. Now, what does it mean? It means that IT services are getting productized. You know what I mean? It means that large LLM models such as Gemini, OpenAI, or for that matter, Claude productize what was earlier to be a much sought after service in the form of coding. When coding gets automated, what is it the software service companies are going to do? The only way they can survive is to go up in the value chain by getting into digital transformation, by getting into AI integration. This is the only way they can provide enterprise value for their clients. Therefore, we are led to final conclusion on this particular question that we need to ask ourselves. Are the companies that you're looking at in IT industry ready to transform themselves from being an IT, pure play IT services to a digital transformation enterprise entirely to be able to survive the onslaught of AI? Now, let me tell you, the truth remains this. Photographies have existed, but Kodak died. It means that services is continue to exist, but there is a possibility that many companies will go off the track, may not exist after 5 to 6 years from now. Only those set of companies that are willing to innovate and go up the value chain will be able to continue. Well, if you're going to ask me, what are the specific subsegments of software that could still remain in demand, significant demand? Let me point out one particular subsector. Can you guess what it is? It is cyber security. With the onslaught of AI, there is going to be all the more hacking that's going to happen in the world. As for every company, every financial institution, every oil and gas company, and every government related software services have to protect themselves from the possible onslaught of Hackers. And hackers will not come in human forms anymore. Hackers will come in the form of hacking products that will come and invade the IT solutions. Cyber security company will have a huge demand, but mind it, the cyber security company will also be prone to disruption. Therefore, the cyber security company that is able to innovate, adopt AI will win the game, and they'll be in huge demand in the times to come. My friends, watch out for IT industry. Over the last 3 years, we have completely stayed away from IT industry. If you don't own any of these IT stocks all this while, what about you? Are you going to be investing in IT sector considering to be a value opportunity, or are you also going to stay away? Comment and let us know your views. Jai Hind.